Do you really think that you're gonna beat Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's do it, Jakey.
Are you on PEDs? Do you think I would beat KSI in a fight?
Different date, same fate. I'm gonna knock out Jake Paul.
Have you ever rigged any of your fights?
Bro, get a job.
Hello fight fans, welcome back again with another video. In a recent heated conversation between Jake Paul and his brother Logan Paul, Jake Paul made some surprising admissions about his upcoming fight with the legendary Mike Tyson. The conversation, which took place under the scrutiny of a lie detector, revealed Jake's true thoughts on Tyson's power, his own chances of victory, and the sibling rivalry between the Paul brothers. The conversation started with Logan questioning Jake's confidence about the fight. When asked if he really believed he could beat Mike Tyson, Jake's confident yes was met with the lie detector's test, setting the stage for a series of revealing questions. As the lie detector test commenced, the questions quickly shifted to personal matters, highlighting the intense sibling rivalry between Jake and Logan. From favorite child debates to who their dad prefers, it was clear that the Paul brothers had more on their minds than just boxing. But the real meat of the conversation came when Logan pressed Jake on his chances against Tyson. With a straight face, Jake claimed he could beat Logan in a fight, but when asked about Tyson, his response was a bit more interesting. Jake admitted that age wouldn't play a big role in the fight, calling Mike Tyson a killer at any age. This surprising admission from Jake shows a rare moment of honesty, acknowledging the power and prowess of Tyson despite the age difference. As if that wasn't enough, the conversation turned to conspiracy theories. When asked if the fight was rigged, Jake firmly stated, "Absolutely not. That's a federal crime. Well, good to know Jake's on the right side of the law." But perhaps the most eye-opening part of the conversation was when Logan asked Jake about performance-enhancing drugs. Jake, ever the joker, quipped that taking Viagra counts. When pressed for a serious answer, he finally said no. It's comforting to know that Jake's keeping it clean, at least in that department. Despite his bravado, Jake's final words about the fight revealed a rare vulnerability. When asked if he really thought he could beat Mike Tyson, Jake's nervous admission of uncertainty spoke volumes. He acknowledged that it's going to be tough and that he's nervous about the fight. Jake Paul, who has built his brand on confidence and bravado, is now facing the reality of stepping into the ring with a legend. His nervousness and uncertainty are a stark contrast to his usual cocky demeanor. And let's be honest, who wouldn't be nervous? We're talking about Mike Tyson, a man whose name is synonymous with power and fear in the boxing world. Jake's dreaming if he thinks he's got this in the bag. But hey, dreams are what keep us going, right? And Jake Paul is certainly dreaming big, maybe too big. The boxing world is watching, and the reactions from professionals have been mixed, to say the least. Boxing professionals and analysts have weighed in, with many highlighting Tyson's enduring power and experience. Some have even chuckled at Jake's confidence, noting that facing Tyson is no small feat. Joe Rogan himself commented on the intensity of the upcoming fight, noting that Jake is in for the fight of his life.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me. The conqueror, no, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me.
But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible. This guy's gonna come, he's gonna try to hurt me, which I'm accustomed to, and he's gonna be greatly mistaken. I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight, and I think I'm gonna be really irritable and nasty.
My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
They wanna fuck with me? When fighting gets you erect, what does that mean? It's orgasmic sometimes.
Something unbelievable to see. To be honest with you, a heavyweight guy moving like a lightweight.
They wanna fuck with me? Jake Paul
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Slip, whip.
Yep.
And you whip your butt.
Pass
I
down.
think we should do that before.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
I'd rather have a few years of glory than a lifetime of obscurity. Yeah. I'd rather die 20 than live to be 60 and be nobody. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know Yoda. Yeah. Like, he'd be hobbling around, doing whatever. But when Yoda goes...
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars? Yeah. Like, you know Yoda. Yeah. Like, he'd be hobbling around, doing whatever. But when Yoda goes to battle, you can't be Yoda. That's his own.
The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work, then I go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again.
But if that Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul, Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not going to make it. So you have to say, fuck Jake Paul. I like that shit. Yeah.
It was good while it lasted for Jake, okay? It was good while it lasted. It's not going to last much longer. You're fat, Jake. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. Did you start training already? He's not going to win. Nigga, he couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How he gonna knock me out? He didn't knock out Tommy Fury. What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How he gonna knock me out? And you're apprehensive. And once you're apprehensive, it's over with.
Please promise me you're gonna kick this guy's ass and shut him up, please.
Hey, I'll do just that for you. He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on.
Even coming off the best, I still think he wins. Coming off,
it's hard to say because you never bet against a 27-year-old
I get it.
fighting a 58-year-old.
You know, 60 and over 60 was 30 years ago. Yeah. 60 is very young now. I have a weird personality. I don't think it's weird, though. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Anything I'm afraid of, I confront it, and that's my personality. All of us have adversities in our life. We lose people and everything. But my situation was I want to be up more than anybody in the world want me to be down. So that's why I'm right here talking to him. Because I don't let nobody bring me down. No one can bring me down. They can shoot me, they can put me in prison, but they can't stop me from being the greatest what I do.
People mocked me when I was saying that before, but now I think people are coming around. I say, if this kid was not a YouTuber and you just saw him box, and you saw him knock out former UFC champions, you saw him beat legitimate boxers, you'd go, this kid can fucking fight.
In this world with hormone replacement and vitamins and he does all this electrical muscular stimulation recovery stuff. Like when they were training Mike for that Roy Jones fight, like they were using state-of-the-art science. Yeah. Like I don't give a if you think he's 55 years old. That guy will hurt you.
Right. You can't be Yoda. That's his own.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I work my ass off, honey.
Mike now weighs 230 pounds, and he's got these muscles in his forearms. So he's sitting there, and he's a different human. He's so intense that I was like, if this table was closer to him, I would be nervous. Like, I wouldn't be able to do my best job as a podcaster. That's the reason why this table is this width.
Sign the contract, big boy. Come on, sign the contract.
Nice. Relax. Beautiful.
Still wanna fuck with me?
In a stunning display of determination and skill, Mike Tyson is back, fiercely training for his upcoming fight against Jake Paul on July 20th this summer. Despite his age, Tyson's movements in the training video are fluid and powerful, showing no signs of glitching.
I'm losing it, I'm losing fits, I'm losing shit, it's stupid, make you choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift,
His breathing is controlled, his timing impeccable, and his ability to tear up his opponent with his boxing skills is simply unbelievable.
Please, Lord, give me a sign,
This is from my point of view of grabbing glory. You know, never for money, only glory. I would never risk my health for money. I don't think he's faster than me. I train every day.
So I'll give you guys the answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement, mainly because, as you heard me mention, I know a lot of the people he trains with, and I have heard things.
The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work, then I go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again. Now understand this. I have a fight coming up June 20th, okay? Right now, I'm scared to death. But the closer it gets to the fight, the least nervous I become. And once it gets where I step in that ring, then it's all over. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not scared anymore. He's gonna be nervous and scared.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Jake Paul.
The conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me.
But it's wild the amount of people that think Mike actually stands a chance against me.
And the fact that he's willing to fight Tyson, even if Tyson's 57, just the fact that he's willing to actually take a chance at Mike Tyson not being able to do what he used to do. Because that's what he's doing. The gamble is, like...
When fighting gets you erect, what does that mean? It's orgasmic sometimes.
Something unbelievable to see. To be honest with you, a heavyweight guy moving like a lightweight.
There's not a fucking chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watch that fight?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight.
Still wanna fuck with me?
Tyson's footwork is a masterclass in itself, always in and out, making it difficult for his opponents to predict his next move. His right hand comes from nowhere, and it's so fast that you can't get out of the way.
You know, like Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war. Like he was doing this interview, and someone said to him, he goes, "You look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing?" He goes, "I just eat raw meat." He's like, "I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "You're eating raw meat?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "Because that's what I'm gonna eat when I fight. I'm gonna eat him. It's raw meat." It's a strange conversation to have because he was like so focused and so intense. You know, it was almost hard pulling conversation out of him.
At any time, did you feel afraid?
I'm always afraid when I'm around that guy. Kevin Hart said it best. He goes, "It's like being in a room with a lion." Like even if the lion is like...
And if Mike's okay with that, then I'm okay with that.
The battle.
Just when you thought it was over, the legendary Mike Tyson is back in training, and he's not holding back. In fact, he sent a spine-chilling message to Jake Paul that will leave you speechless. Different date, same fate. The highly anticipated match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is back on the calendar. After a health scare forced Tyson to postpone the fight, he's come back stronger and more determined than ever. The new fight date is set for November 15th, and Tyson has made it clear that he's ready to knock out the YouTuber turned boxer. The news of the rescheduled fight has taken the boxing world by storm. Originally planned for July 20th, the fight had to be postponed due to an ulcer flare-up that Tyson experienced during a flight from Miami to Los Angeles. The incident, which left Tyson nauseous and dizzy, caused immediate concern among fans and professionals alike. Doctors advised Tyson to rest for several weeks, pushing the fight date back significantly. Despite the setback, Tyson's determination has not wavered. In a fiery post on social media, Tyson shared a new fight poster with the caption, "New date for Jake's wake." This bold declaration was accompanied by a video of Tyson training, showcasing his incredible power and agility even at the age of 58. The message was clear: Tyson is ready to reclaim his status as one of the most formidable fighters in boxing history. Mike Tyson took to social media with a message that sent shivers down the spine of boxing fans everywhere. Posting a new fight poster, he captioned it, "New date for Jake's wake." He didn't stop there. Tyson declared, "I'm going to kill Jake Paul when we step into the ring." This statement was more than just trash talk. It was a war cry from a man who has spent his life in the ring facing and overcoming some of the toughest opponents in boxing history. Tyson's training regimen, filled with intense workouts and sparring sessions, has been a testament to his enduring strength and skill. His powerful punches, swift movements, and relentless dedication are reminiscent of his prime years. But Jake Paul didn't stay silent. He fired back with his own post saying, "New date, same place, same fate. I'm ready for you, Tyson. November 15th will be your downfall. This war of words is heating up, and fans are buzzing with excitement and concern." Paul's response was equally bold, highlighting his confidence and readiness to take on one of boxing's legends. Known for his brash persona and undefeated record in the ring, Paul has been training rigorously for this fight. His camp includes some of the best trainers and sparring partners, all focused on preparing him for the challenge that Tyson presents. Paul's social media is filled with videos and images of his training sessions, where he demonstrates his speed, power, and agility. His youth and recent victories have given him a significant boost in confidence, and he is determined to prove that he can stand toe-to-toe with a legend like Tyson. Tyson's training videos are nothing short of incredible. At 58, he's defying age with brutal workouts that showcase his legendary power and speed. He's back to hitting the bag with ferocity, sparring with intensity, and showing the world that he's still got what it takes. Tyson's training regimen is a spectacle in itself. He has been working tirelessly, incorporating a mix of strength training, cardio, and technical boxing drills. His sparring sessions are intense, and he often shares glimpses of his workouts on social media, leaving fans in awe of his physical prowess. In one video, Tyson is seen delivering a series of rapid, powerful punches to a heavy bag, each strike echoing with the force of a man half his age. His footwork remains sharp, his reflexes quick, and his stamina seemingly inexhaustible. These training sessions are not just for show, they are a clear indication that Tyson is serious about this fight. Experts are divided. UFC President Dana White calls the fight ridiculous, citing the age gap, while others like Joe Rogan believe Tyson still has the tools to dismantle Paul. "I don't care if he's 55, Rogan said. That's still Mike Tyson. He trains hard and can still hurt you." The boxing community is abuzz with opinions and predictions. Dana White has been vocal about his skepticism, pointing out the significant age difference between Tyson and Paul. "A 60-year-old guy shouldn't be fighting a 27-year-old guy under any circumstances," White stated. He believes the fight is more of a spectacle than a legitimate sporting event, raising concerns about Tyson's health and safety. On the other hand, Joe Rogan and other supporters believe that Tyson's experience and power make him a formidable opponent, regardless of his age. Rogan has repeatedly praised Tyson's dedication to training and his ability to still deliver devastating punches. "Tyson's been boxing longer than Paul has been alive," Rogan noted, emphasizing the experience and skill that Tyson brings to the ring. The stakes couldn't be higher. For Tyson, it's about proving that age is just a number and that he's still the baddest man on the planet. For Paul, it's a chance to solidify his place in boxing history by taking down a legend. For Mike Tyson, this fight is about more than just winning. It's about legacy, proving to himself in the world that he still has what it takes to compete at the highest level. It's a chance to remind everyone why he was once considered the most feared man in boxing. A victory against a young, rising star like Jake Paul would be a significant testament to his enduring skill and determination. For Jake Paul, the fight represents a pivotal moment in his career. Despite his success, Paul still faces criticism and skepticism from the boxing community, who view him more as an entertainer than a legitimate boxer. Defeating a legend like Mike Tyson would not only silence his critics, but also establish him as a serious contender in the sport. Today was the day, playing with fire sometimes happens. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul has been postponed, but all the rumors end here. Yes, he is old, but he isn't finished. This man still hits like a truck. It seems his injury is not as bad as I may have made out. He just had an ulcer flare up on a plane, and the doctor told him to rest for several weeks, which has pushed the fight back. Mike is still fit and powerful. Is he too old? Is this a sign he should pull out altogether, or is it just a bump in the road for the old, invincible Iron Mike Tyson? This is a discussion channel, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Could you F him up? Oh, so Effing ain't easy. AJ, like many boxing enthusiasts, has his doubts, but also acknowledges Tyson's incredible capabilities. He recognizes the risks involved due to Tyson's age, but remains confident in Tyson's power and skill. This sentiment is echoed by many fans who believe that despite his age, Tyson is still a formidable force in the ring. Experts are divided. UFC President Dana White calls the fight ridiculous, citing the age gap, while others like Joe Rogan believe Tyson still has the tools to dismantle Paul. "I don't care if he's 55, Rogan said. That's still Mike Tyson. He trains hard and can still hurt you." The boxing community is abuzz with opinions and predictions. Dana White has been vocal about his skepticism, pointing out the significant age difference between Tyson and Paul. "A 60-year-old guy shouldn't be fighting a 27-year-old guy under any circumstances," White stated. He believes the fight is more of a spectacle than a legitimate sporting event, raising concerns about Tyson's health and safety. On the other hand, Joe Rogan and other supporters believe that Tyson's experience and power make him a formidable opponent, regardless of his age. Rogan has repeatedly praised Tyson's dedication to training and his ability to still deliver devastating punches. "Tyson's been boxing longer than Paul has been alive," Rogan noted, emphasizing the experience and skill that Tyson brings to the ring. The decision to reschedule the fight was not taken lightly. It involved careful consideration of Tyson's health and the logistics of organizing such a high-profile event. The promoter's commitment to ensuring both fighters are fully prepared highlights the importance of maintaining the integrity. Tyson's health scare was a significant concern, but his quick recovery and return to training have reassured many of his fans. Tyson's team has been closely monitoring his health, and they remain confident that he will be in peak condition come fight night. This resilience is a testament to Tyson's determination and dedication to the sport. Jake Paul's training regimen has also been a focus of attention. He has been working with some of the best coaches and sparring partners in the industry, ensuring that he is prepared for any challenge Tyson might present. Paul's confidence is evident, but he remains aware of the risks involved in facing a seasoned veteran like Tyson. The boxing community remains divided over the fight. Some see it as a spectacle rather than a legitimate sporting event, while others view it as an opportunity to bring new fans to the sport and generate substantial revenue. This division only adds to the fight's intrigue and appeal. Despite the controversy, there's no denying the buzz surrounding the fight. Tickets for the rescheduled date are selling fast, and the anticipation is building. Fans from around the world are eager to see whether Tyson can turn back the clock and deliver a knockout performance, or if Paul can defy the odds and defeat a living legend. In the weeks leading up to the fight, both camps are expected to ramp up their promotional efforts. Press conferences, training videos, and social media posts will keep fans engaged and excited. The fighters themselves will continue their intense preparations, knowing that the world will be watching. The promotional efforts for the fight have already begun to intensify. Both Tyson and Paul have been actively engaging with their fans on social media, sharing updates, training videos, and bold statements to build anticipation. Press conferences are scheduled to take place where both fighters will have the opportunity to face off and address the media, further fueling the excitement. The marketing strategy behind this fight is aimed at capturing a broad audience, from hardcore boxing fans to casual viewers intrigued by the spectacle of a legendary fighter taking on a modern-day social media star. The fight is set to take place at the prestigious T Stadium, ensuring a grand stage for this epic showdown. The rescheduled fight has also sparked a debate about the future of boxing. Many see this bout as a sign of the changing landscape of the sport, where social media influencers can draw as much attention as traditional fighters. This shift has its critics, but it also brings new opportunities for the sport to reach a broader audience. The fight between Tyson and Paul represents a significant moment in the evolution of boxing. It highlights the growing influence of social media and the ability of influencers to draw massive audiences, rivaling traditional sports stars. This trend has both positive and negative implications for the sport. On one hand, the involvement of influencers like Jake Paul brings new fans to boxing, increasing viewership and revenue. On the other hand, it raises questions about the integrity and legitimacy of the sport, as traditionalists argue that experience and skill should take precedence over popularity.
So as we approach the date of the fight, the question remains, can Jake Paul, with all his youthful confidence and bravado, really stand up to the legendary Mike Tyson? Or is he simply dreaming? One thing is for sure, this fight is set to be an unforgettable clash of generations. Will Jake's dreams come true, or will Tyson show that age is just a number when it comes to true power and experience? Stay tuned, because this is one fight you won't want to miss. Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson, a battle of dreams vs. reality.